Today, something happened that has not happened in nearly 4 decades. A Nigerian president boarded a plane and left Abuja, headed for the United Kingdom, not for a medical trip, not for a summit, but for a full, formal, historic state visit. The last time this happened, most of the people watching this video were much younger, and the world looked very different. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, accompanied by the First Lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu, departed Abuja on Tuesday, March 17, 2026, for a state visit to the United Kingdom as guests of King Charles III and Queen Camilla. This is a diplomatic moment Nigeria has not seen since 1989, and today we are going to walk you through every important detail. The British monarch will host President Tinubu and the First Lady at Windsor Castle from Wednesday, March 18 to Thursday, March 19. President Tinubu is the first Nigerian leader to be hosted at Windsor Castle. Every Nigerian leader before him was received at Buckingham Palace. That is not a small detail. That is a statement. Nigeria is the only country in Africa whose leader will be hosted on a state visit by His Majesty's government for the 5th time. Not South Africa, not Egypt, not Ghana, Nigeria. The last state visit took place in 1989 when military ruler Ibrahim Babangida met Queen Elizabeth II. This is the first time since Nigeria returned to democracy in 1999 that a democratically elected Nigerian head of state is being afforded this honor. A civilian president representing all of us going to sit with the King of England as an equal partner. If you find this story important, this would be a good time to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We bring you news like this every day, explained clearly and honestly for every Nigerian. This is not just ceremony and handshakes. There is serious business on the table. President Tinubu will hold a bilateral meeting with Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer at 10 Downing Street, where discussions will focus on expanding cooperation. The meeting will culminate in the signing of agreements on trade, investment, defense, and cultural cooperation. And there is one deal that deserves your full attention. President Tinubu will witness the signing of the landmark £746 million financing deal between UK Export Finance, the Nigerian Ports Authority, and the Federal Ministry of Finance to support the refurbishment of the Lagos Port Complex at Apapa Quays and the Tin Can Island Port Complex. £746 million for our ports. If properly refurbished, it could mean faster movement of goods, lower costs for businesses, and real jobs for Nigerians. This is the kind of tangible outcome that diplomacy should deliver. Nigeria is the second largest trading partner of the United Kingdom in Africa, with annual bilateral trade estimated at about £8 billion across energy, finance, education, technology, and retail. Both sides want more. Analysts see the visit as a chance to reset relations after Brexit, with Nigeria, Africa's largest economy, being a natural partner in that process. The UK also continues to support Nigeria in counter-terrorism training, intelligence collaboration, and military capacity building. Now, what about ordinary Nigerians dealing with the cost of living and everyday hardship? Since taking office in 2023, President Tinubu has adopted what the IMF described as bold reforms, scrapping subsidies, devaluing the naira, and overhauling the tax system. The economy grew by 3.9% in the first half of 2025. Inflation fell to 15% in January 2026, down from 34% at the end of 2024. But the World Bank has warned that these measures have yet to substantially improve Nigerians' livelihoods. That tension between progress on paper and pain in people's homes is the backdrop of this visit. There is also a cultural dimension. King Charles will host a special exhibition of items from the royal collection with links to Nigeria. The president will attend the Nigerian Modernism exhibition and a reception with business leaders and diaspora members. The UK is home to over 500,000 Nigerians who contribute to both economies. This visit is for them too. If this story means something to you, if you have family in the UK, if you care about Nigeria's future, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone who needs to know what is happening. In November 2024, both countries agreed to elevate ties to a strategic partnership anchored on 6 pillars: growth and jobs, security, migration, international collaboration, development, and people-to-people links. When a Nigerian president walks into Windsor Castle, he does not walk in alone. He carries the hopes and potential of over 200 million people. Diplomacy is slow work. It does not put food on the table by tomorrow morning, but it builds the roads that trade travels on and opens the doors that investment walks through. The question we should all be asking is not just whether the visit happened, but what it produced. What agreements were signed? What doors were opened? A nation's place in the world is not fixed. It is built through moments like this one. Keep watching, keep asking questions, and keep believing that what happens at Windsor Castle this week can and should matter to every single one of us.